綠茵闖蕩，上個星期咧又有個七磅仔同大家見面咯，即刻成為全城焦點啊！
嚇，陳家希又升咗價？我
講緊嘅係哈利王子嘅仔仔 Archie 啊，上個星期終於同佢爹哋媽咪一齊亮相啦，重7磅3盎司㗎，睇佢鼻高高咁，真係好得意啊！
仲聽聞咧 Archie BB 咧佢啱出世啫嘛，但係開始出面毛啦，哇！果然得到爸爸嘅真傳啊！
其實馬壇咧都有唔少嘅父子檔嘅，好似樂富全同佢仔仔咁樣啦。啊，唔知道阿樂將來會唔會同佢爹哋一樣咁叻練馬咧？
你呢個問題恐怕等多10年8載後先至會知啊！不過呢個時候咧，可以先睇下新鮮滾熱辣嘅馬壇熱話 Top 5。
Number 5。
呢日嘅沙田日賽絕對係潘頓同莫雷拉之爭，跑到第7場，佢哋各有3場頭馬喺手，最終雷神以較佳嘅總成績榮登騎師王寶座。
Number 4。
而全日嘅焦點賽事就係第7場嘅港澳杯，5匹澳門代表硬撼香港賽區，最終由潘頓策騎嘅信心保證壓倒妙算達人同精益求精贏馬，令港隊連續9屆蟬聯呢項賽事，勁啊！
Number 3。
法國2000堅尼賽馬日啱啱過去，聽晚跑馬地將會延續法式風情，到時現場唔只有駐場 DJ 打碟，仲會上演精彩嘅時裝表演，當然唔少得法國最出名嘅美酒佳肴啦 ！Cheers！
Number 2。
5月26號就係季內最後一場國際1級賽渣打冠軍旗借大杯嘅大日子，呢場2400米賽事吸引咗唔少海外良駒參戰。截至5月10日，已經有少年迎人、萬波飛駒以及遠洋海員3匹海外馬匹報名。究竟港隊會有邊幾匹馬參賽呢？大家要密切留意我哋嘅最新消息啦。
Number 1。
聽晚嘅賽事有多匹上將喺同程跑獲亞軍嘅賽區上陣，包括嚟自蔡約翰馬房嘅跳出世界以及最翁2。其中跳出世界上將跑谷草1000米，展現非常唔錯嘅速度。呢匹馬亦只係以頸位之差不敵路程專家魏先生。今次賽事跳出世界又可唔可以打開勝利之門呢？至於另一匹賽購馬最翁2，今年1月喺谷草1002米跑獲亞軍之後曾經休息，去從化接受訓練。呢次相隔4個月後復出，可唔可以再次展現後勁，為馬房帶嚟頭馬？其實由前季至今，蔡漢馬房喺跑馬地嘅賽事跑獲亞軍嘅馬匹，亦將再戰同程賽事有超過一半可以跑入3甲。究竟以上2匹賽區又可唔可以同樣跑入前列位置呢？
嗱，馬季啊過咗一大半啦，睇翻轉頭，雷神今季嘅表現真係同電影一樣跌晒鑊咯。
冇辦法啦，而家身為馬房嘅主帥啊，冇得好似以前咁樣去揀馬騎㗎啦嘛，咁所以頭馬少咗都合理嘅。而另一邊廂潘頓就把握到啲機會啊，今個成績非常唔錯喎。
The reason I wanted to come to Hong Kong was to further my experience and try and improve myself. I'd noticed that every jockey from Australia that had moved to Hong Kong and then gone back to Australia had come back a completely different rider, and they were the riders that were at the top echelon in our country. And I thought if I need to take that next step and get to the top of the tree, then Hong Kong was a place I needed to come to get the experience. I only ever initially thought I would come for 6 months, which was my original contract term. For whatever reason, even though I wasn't doing that well to begin with, I enjoyed the lifestyle here, I enjoyed the racing, and I decided to stick it out. I thought I got youth on my side, and I didn't have anything at home that was holding me back. I was able to give it a go for as long as it took, and looking back now, that was a pretty good decision.
There were times, though, where sticking it out wasn't such a strong idea for yourself. There was a recent story in the press, an anecdote you've told where you and Nicole, your now wife, were in Phuket, and you said to her in that first season you didn't want to come back to Hong Kong. Why were you feeling that way at that point in time?
I just lost the enthusiasm for racing. It was, when you're not getting on the right horses and you're not getting an opportunity, you're not getting a chance. You bang your head against the wall and you think, you get sick of doing that. So, you soon get a headache. Get rid of the headache, you've got to get out of there. But when I first come, people forget that at that time the Jockey Club didn't provide us with any managers. So I stepped off the plane. I didn't know any trainers. I didn't know any owners. I was basically thrown into the frying pan. I come at the same time as Glenn Boss and Kevin Shea, and they had higher profiles than what I did. So naturally, the new jockeys on the scene to be given the opportunities were going to be those two. But I also stepped in when Douglas White, was firmly in control. Brett Preble was here, obviously in a similar position to him. Anthony Delpeche had been here for a long time, as did Felix Kutzi, Gerard Mosse, Eric Saint-Martin, Christophe Soumillon was coming for the winters. I was a long, long way down the list.
How did you turn it around then from where you were to how things are now?
Well, I think one of the best things that happened to me when I first come was John Moore said that he was going to support me. So I rode, basically worked for him every day. I rode all the trials for him. I was getting all the horses ready for him. I got to ride for John for maybe 2 to 3 weeks, and he had a little bit of a quiet start to the season. And then he announced that Darren Beadman was going to come and be a stable jockey. So all the work I'd done, putting all my eggs in one basket, the basket was basically ripped out from underneath me. And I quickly realised that you can't put all your eggs in one basket here. You've got to try and get around and ride for as many trainers as you can. And I just had to work hard and continue to do that.
You mentioned Douglas White before. Let's fast forward to 2013, 2014. Up until that point, he'd been the 13-time champion jockey. You put an end to that. Where does that rank overall in your career?
Yeah, obviously right at the top. It was a special moment. I come back. I believed I could win the championship the season before, and unfortunately I got kidney stones towards the end of that season, and the operation was a bit of a disaster. And anyway, I ended up missing, I think it was six meetings or something right at the end. So I went from being 2 winners behind Douglas to about 15, and it was all over. But what it done was gave me the belief that I could do it. I then knew what it took, and I knew how to do it. And I come back that next season. I just put everything I had into getting the job done. To be able to stand up there at the end of that season with the trophy was a special moment.
You and Joe have had a terrific rivalry over the last few years since he arrived here from Singapore. It really culminated in that Jockeys Championship battle last season. Watching it as a racing fan was fantastic. What was it like for you?
Yeah, it was good fun. I didn't have any pressure on me at the start of the season. Joe had all the pressure on him and all the expectation on him. So it's a lot easier when you go into it in that position. And I was keeping pace with him through the first third of the season. I thought to myself, once we got 6 weeks into the season, I thought to myself, I'm a chance this season. I think it's going to be interesting. But in April, I think it was, I had back-to-back suspensions, and I went from being 4 or 5 winners behind him to 16 winners behind him. And I thought my opportunity was then gone. But in the month of May, I rode 21 winners, I think it was. I had a really good month. And I basically went from being behind him to, by the time we got to June, I was in front of him, and I couldn't believe I'd reeled him in as quick as what I did.
Zach Purton went clear, and Patch Baby raced away from Raging Blitzkrieg. King Mortar's got his second win, then Jade Theatre, but racing away is Patch Baby. Another one for Purton over Raging Blitzkrieg. Whatever you can do, Joe, I can do too.
There's no doubt that Joe has improved me as a rider in the time he's been here, and it's been good to have someone push me, and obviously I believe I've pushed him as well, and we're both better riders because of it. And the interest it created from around the world was good for racing, and good for racing in Hong Kong. You
get to ride some terrific horses in your role here in Hong Kong. Is Beauty Generation the best of them?
He is, yeah. His rating says that. He's just a fantastic horse. He's turned into a pretty straightforward horse. He's very, very good at what he does. He knows what he needs to do.
Purton sitting motionless, 3 in front on Beauty Generation. What a remarkable season it's been. Another incredible racing story, a second Champions Mile, and a coveted crowding glory.
It's probably the one thing that was missing from my CV was a horse of his calibre. I've ridden a lot of good horses at times and won a lot of big races and important races, but I've never had one horse of his calibre or quality that's been as consistent as he has for as long as he has, albeit it's only been one season now. it'd be nice for him to go and do it for 2 or 3 seasons. But he's definitely been the most consistent horse at that level that I've ridden in my career.
潘頓咧目前喺騎師榜入邊遙遙領先啊！如無意外，冠軍騎師呢個寶座都係佢嘅囊中物啊！
嗱，而練馬師榜方面咧，今季鬥到難分難解啊！而我自己就好支持阿全哥嘅，因為開倉第二季啫嘛，成績已經咁好噶啦喎！如果拎埋冠軍練馬師咧，哇，真係不得了啊！全哥除咗有實力之外咧，仲係一位好開明嘅老闆嚟嘅，所以佢開倉嗰陣咧，都有好多人願意為佢打拼噶。就好似佢副練陳志忠咁樣，就係其中一個啦。轉頭翻嚟有佢專訪，唔好行開啦。